In the realm of digital storytelling, navigating the labyrinth of content creation is a pursuit many aspire to master. Amidst the symphony of online information, achieving coveted Google News approval stands as a beacon of recognition, a testament to one's credibility and relevance in the vast sea of data. As we embark on the journey to unravel the secrets of securing Google News approval with ease, envision strolling through the hallowed corridors of news dissemination, a journey marrying the sophistication of a well-brewed cuppa with the strategic finesse of gaining virtual editorial acclaim. Let us, therefore, embark on this quest together, decoding the intricacies and unfolding the narrative of how to obtain Google News approval easily. When someone searches on Google, using NBA as an example, the search results show upcoming or ongoing games. Below that, there's a tab labeled Top Stories, allowing users to swipe through and explore basketball news related to the NBA. Moreover, just beneath the search bar, there's a specific tab labeled News, displaying only news articles relevant to your search. These articles are typically organized in chronological order to provide the latest news. However, even if your article is the most recent, it won't appear unless your site is approved as a Google News site. Once approved, your site gains the potential for higher ranking. Nonetheless, approval alone doesn't guarantee a surge in website traffic. Integrating effective SEO strategies is equally crucial. Why it's important to get approved as a Google News site. A Google News site is a website endorsed by Google as a reliable news source. With Google holding 90% of the total search engine market share on the internet, nearly 90% of users turn to Google to find information on a wide array of topics, including news and current events. Google's efficiency and accessibility make it the primary destination for obtaining timely updates about the world. Securing approval for your site translates to increased visibility as it enhances the likelihood of people discovering your content. Moreover, Google's validation of your site indicates trust, potentially leading to recommendations in search results beyond the news category. There are specific steps you can follow to attain approval for your website. These techniques will be discussed in the upcoming section dedicated to obtaining recognition as a Google News site. How to easily get Google News approval, step by step. Below is a step-by-step guide detailing the Google News submission process. Step 1. Verify eligibility. Confirm that your website aligns with Google News eligibility criteria. Google News typically favors reputable sources with credible, original content that adheres to journalistic standards and includes a dedicated news section. Step 2. Create a Google account. If you don't already have one, create a Google account. This account is essential for accessing the Google News Publisher Center. Step 3. Set up Google Publisher Center. Access the Google Publisher Center using your Google account. Follow the prompts to configure your publication accurately, providing details about your news organization, including its name, logo, and other pertinent information. Step 4. Add your publication. Under the Publications tab, select Add Publication. Enter all necessary publication details, including the website's URL. Additionally, submit your website logo in the appropriate size via the Publisher Center. Step 5. Verify ownership. Complete the ownership verification process by submitting an HTML file to your website or including a meta tag as directed by the guidelines in the Google Publisher Center. Step 6. Submit your site for review. After ownership verification, submit your site for inspection. This review process may take several days as Google assesses your site's adherence to content and quality standards for inclusion in Google News. Step 7. Optimize your content. Ensure your news articles comply with Google News content policies. Articles should be well written, factually accurate, and relevant. Clear headlines, bylines, and publication dates are essential. Optimizing your website for search engines is crucial for enhancing your Google search ranking. SEO techniques, such as using specific keywords, refining website code efficiency, and building credibility, drive increased traffic and overall growth. Implementing SEO not only boosts search visibility but also establishes credibility with Google's algorithm, elevating the likelihood of higher rankings in future news articles on search engine results pages. Step 8. Implement structured data markup. Employ structured data markup, like schema.org, to provide additional information about your articles, aiding Google in understanding and categorizing your content. Structured data serves as a method to delineate your website's content for enhanced comprehension by search engines. To effectively convey your site's information to search engines, you require a vocabulary that organizes content in a manner intelligible to these platforms. The vocabulary predominantly adopted by major search engines is known as schema.org. It functions by converting your content into a code that facilitates seamless processing by these search engines. As search engines interpret the code, they utilize it to present search results in a more defined and comprehensive manner. Implementing this code onto your website is a straightforward process. To gain approval as a Google News site, understanding effective news article writing is essential. Consistently post original content daily, avoid repetition, and strive for diverse, engaging topics. Fresh, compelling content showcases your site's merit for higher ranking on Google. Step 9. Monitor performance. Once accepted into Google News, use the Publisher Center to track article views and shares. Step 10. Stay compliant. Continuously adhere to Google News content policies and guidelines while regularly updating and maintaining your site for an optimal user experience. By following these steps diligently, you can maximize the likelihood of having your news content included in Google News, expanding your reach to a broader audience. Standard journalism doesn't solely prioritize search engine optimization, it centers around investigation and authentication before reporting a story. To ensure your story resonates with editors, who then syndicate it on Google News, PBS recommends organizing information from most to least important content points. There's a defined application process for featuring stories on Google News XML sitemap. Before applying, adhere to these guidelines. Avoid copying content from other sites, write original news articles. Your stories must be genuinely original, backed by accurate data from credible sources. Ensure trustworthiness in your sources, whether from search history, sitemap files, or web pages. Review the Google News homepage. Featured stories are original with credible sources, and sites aren't ranked more than once for their stories. Google, a highly trusted search engine, relies on credibility. A false story reported by Google would be catastrophic for its reputation. Speaking of credibility, Google values author rank. Establish yourself as a reputable author by writing for trusted news and magazine sites like Forbes or Business Insider. Consistently publishing original stories contributes to building author rank across various online publications. Craft keyword-rich headlines that effectively communicate story topics. Headlines serve as a promise to readers. Compelling headlines increase the likelihood of being picked up by Google and other journalists, expanding content reach. Here are some headline tips. Avoid repeating words excessively in headlines, it may seem like an attempt at search engine optimization. 2. Use active voice in headlines, it's more engaging and effective in conveying the story. Write news-related articles as Google prioritizes timely content over evergreen topics. Google doesn't syndicate content like how-to articles or advice columns. Consistency matters. Publish at least 2 news articles daily to improve your chances of being added to Google News. Multi-authored sites with continuous updates tend to gain more traction. Train writers to follow journalistic guidelines and maintain consistency in reporting across your site. Establishing authority within your blog, backed by user-friendly links and up-to-date content, strengthens your site's credibility. Lastly, when ready, apply to Google News, but ensure your blog is structured to accommodate a Google News bot. Use tools like Google News Sitemap plugins for WordPress to streamline the process. Checking your site's indexing status via the Webmaster Tool is essential before applying. Google News offers real-time traffic potential, provided your site meets its requirements. Don't miss tapping into this significant source of traffic if your site aligns with Google News guidelines.